Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is just a quick little update on my car. I got one of the fenders on because I'm experimenting with places to hide my ECM. Again, if you haven't seen my videos, it's 68 Firebird with an LS1 and a 4L60. Been working on it for a couple years now. I also got, it's out of a Corvette, it's a Corvette engine, and I got the brakes off the car too. And smoothed the firewall. I got PSI harness, went in great. Everything tucks back in the rear here and you can't see it. And it's pretty long, but I don't have enough real estate under the dash, I don't think, to mount my ECM. So I wanted to put the ECM over here, but I don't think these are long enough. So I think I'm going to hide it back up underneath the fender there. So the brake lines are done finally. That was a nightmare. Fuel line comes up around here, and then it goes into a soft connector right here with the GM quick connect. And I went hard line all the way to the back. And I got the Ricks tank, and then my Corvette pressure regulator there, and I went with the MagnaFlow exhaust system and the hooker headers, and that went in pretty good. Wasn't fun to put in, but it was alright. And then I got some more goodies back here, my American Auto Wire. Get ready to put that in. I got this sweet bracket online for mounting the ECM and the VHX gauges. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do about the cooling. Coolant sensor and the speedometer sensor. I got to work out how to hook those all up, but everything else just should plug in. And then I got this battery for the trunk. That kit. If anybody knows where to get the back, where the light bulb plugs into these marker lights, I can't find the rear part with that the bulb goes in anywhere. Might just make my own if I can't find them, but that's just a little update. I got my Vintage Air right there, and I fabbed up a mount. Worked out pretty good. I welded some nuts to the firewall back in there. And I got a bulkhead fitting that comes through, and then my TAC module, my Dakota digital box there, and my gas pedal I fabbed up. I actually used the bracket, the stock Pontiac condenser bracket that goes in the front of the radiator. I actually used it, mounted my gas pedal to it. I cut it up a little bit and welded some nuts onto it so that I can unbolt it. Make it easy to take on and off. Shifter's in. It's all hooked up to the transmission. I had the air conditioning unit in, but I took it out because I'm still putting some undercoating up there, some fat mat. I got this stuff called GT mat, but it's not as sticky as the fat mat. I like the fat mat a lot more, so I'm gonna order more fat mat. Fender, I haven't set the tolerances yet. I just threw it on just to see where everything lies. That's just a little update. I made my own radiator brackets. It stays in there pretty secure. And then I had to play around to get the right hoses at the auto parts store. And then they broke this when I got the motor at the junkyard. I had to replace that. That was not fun to replace. I had to take the whole pump off and basically take it to a machine shop to get the old one off. That was kind of a pain. But again, this PSI harness is great. I have to fab up my own wiring for the fan connectors, but it comes with the fuse. It comes with the fuse box, the little fuse panel right here for fuel injection and ignition and fuel pump. I'm putting in some custom headlights, so I'm gonna add a relay for that, add relays for fans, I guess. I just have to find a connector to go on the bottom for these fans, and then wire that, splice them all in. This is a stock Camaro radiator, LS1, LT1. I guess they sell them for both now. But that's just a little update.